welcome to episode 101.1 of Awakening. Today, solo session with our favorite paladin, Mr. Oliver.
Yeah.
After spending some time back on Matana Island, you and your party decided to split up once you return to the mainland. Usman has to do some wizard shit. Reuven has to deliver a unicorn. And you have an oath to fulfill to your fellow Cape Arnians and other eastern settlement people who have still not been able to return home. Which coincidentally seems to be very important to your deity.
Coincidentally indeed, or what a coincidence indeed. So get off the boat, sort of split up, have a little bit of small talk, and we all go our separate ways.
Yeah. Since you are the first one to start solo sessions, you have the luxurious option to dictate which items are on you.
I was gonna let them keep all the extra dimensional shit because I just need the money. That's the only thing I need. So they can, I think they can decide which extra dimensional shit they want to split up with. I think Reuben wanted one. So the only thing I'm going to say is that I'm dumping these Reuben's arrows in the portable hole. That is the only thing I'm declaring because I'm not carrying them around. We don't need it. I'm just gonna mark that down and put that in the chat as well, in the private chat. But that is the only thing I'm declaring, and then taking all my money.
One thing that I would like to bring up, considering you are potentially heading into large combat action, do you take any combat things with you that you might be looking to disperse between your fellow comrades that you're heading out with? If you head out,
that sort of stuff.
Or are you planning on going solo mission?
Wasn't planning on doing that. That's a very good question. Oh god, I don't. I'm trying to think because the only thing I can think of that would be worthwhile would be like the potions of heroism and stuff. I don't remember how many we have of those. We have like 3 of them, or like 4. I know we have a mix of heroism and potion.
And 1 heroism, probably.
Okay. That could be worthwhile. Is there anything else that we have that would be like 100% worth taking aside from that? Because like the random miscellaneous shit is kind of like not worth it. Like giving like a level 1 fighter or like a level 0 fighter a +1 weapon isn't really going to change much.
That's like a 10% increase in combat.
It is a
ability,
10%. So. Yeah, it is true. Yeah, I just don't remember how much shit we have.
I think giving a level 14 fighter a +1 weapon is basically pointless.
That is true. Yeah, that is true. Yeah. I think I will just take the. What would I take? Fuck, I didn't think about that. Fuck it. He doesn't take anything then because I can't think of anything. Actually, no, he'll take the potion of heroism because I think it's literally worthless for us and that could be worthwhile. If you give it to somebody, but aside from that, I don't think there's. Oh wait, we have a potion of fiery breath or something, don't we? Do like dragon's breath or something? What was that item called? Like you blow fire out or fire breathing. Yeah, that could actually be super worthwhile because if we're fighting orcs, that's gonna melt them. Okay, I'll take those 2 then. Let me just mark that down.
Yeah.
Potion of fire breath. Potion of heroism. Okay, and that's the only thing I can remember, and I don't want to spend a lot of time going over what items we have and thinking about it. So I'll do that for now.
Okay. I'm just saying, whatever you take now, you can have. After now, getting anything from your party requires a lot of effort.
Yeah, for sure. I think I'll just take that for now. Wait. What I take? I'll take 2 potions of extra healing as well. I think we have a few of those. I know we got at least a few from the last thing, and I think we had some before that as well.
You can take whatever you want. I think the best thing to take would actually be the multicolored eggs.
The what axe?
The eggs.
Oh, the eggs. Oh, true. That is true. Eggs. So let's take.
Since a 2d4+1 healing to you, to your party is basically meaningless.
Yeah, it's mostly just gonna be
And
good
a
for like the
2d4+1
little guys.
healing to someone with like first level person. That's basically
That is
full
very true.
hit points.
Yeah,
If
so
you
I'll just
roll
take,
good.
we had 6 of those, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'll take all 6 of those eggs. Alright, that is it. I'll take the potion of fire breath, potion of heroism, and the 6 eggs. Cool. Down.
Yeah. And yeah, I
I think it's about
good
it
start.
for two.
I don't know on which. The horse sheet that I have, is it? I don't think it's up to date.
I think it's like the horse sheet is like weird because I think like we have had some shit on the horse sheet and then some shit on Usmar's private sheet,
Yeah.
and I forgot what I haven't used that sheet in a while though, so I think it's mostly just for Ruben's arrows, so it's on there, and for I think Usmar's cash. I think it's the only thing that we use that for.
Huh.
I just remember like the horse sheet got cannibalized after he got like became weird after he got like the extra dimensional stuff, and we're moving it around, so I think we kind of just kept it on the portable hole, and I think we just kept it on Usmar's stuff for the most part. He's keeping track of it.
Yeah. Okay. So then you grab the eggs. You have money.
Yes, I
How
got
much
a
money
lot
are
of
you
money.
taking?
1,708 platinum pieces, 2 gold pieces, 8 silver pieces, 7 copper pieces.
Okay,
Some of that I had on
17.
my personal. Some of that I had on my personal already, but most of it is just the 1,700 platinum.
Okay. How much gold do you take?
Gold, I don't think any off the party sheet, but
Okay.
off the party stuff. Just I think the 1,700 platinum is pretty much just like my share of the money in just platinum.
Okay.
Like all my, it's basically like my entire share of our group wealth and just on my person, or my share, yeah, my share of the wealth of my person. But yeah. Also,
I don't know if you
accounted
have
for that in the way.
one or multiple potions of fire breathing.
I thought we had at least one. Cause I think
Yeah, you
I don't remember if
should
we had.
have at least one.
I'll just say we have one then. That's fine. I don't wanna. It's good enough for now.
Okay.
Fine.
Alrighty. Then
Get off. Yeah.
you.
I assume we did that on the boat or something. We just split up
Yeah.
and give up
Yep.
all that sort of shit.
So you wanted to tithe money in Port Bream.
Yeah. So I guess like. Yeah, it's sort of like a mix of like he's gonna because he's gonna go and tithe money. You know, you gotta. I think I reread and he's gotta do it like ASAP pretty much. That's like at least how it says in the rules. So go to the. Oh, there's like a. I don't know. I'm not sure if there's like. I forgot if there's like a. There's a place that you can go to donate for like for civil service and stuff like that, right? For like
the temple.
like a temple. There we go. That's right. Yeah, so he'd go over to the temple then, like probably like probably like pretty quickly. Maybe like immediately, but like the first thing he does, talk to his party, split up, start walking towards the temple district, or temple in the city.
Yep. So Reuven is probably going to be very quickly leaving the city because he has the unicorn. So Reuven's probably gone. You have still some time to talk with Osmar, and I guess Osmar then will also head out. He's probably going to port around a bit. He's probably going to port to his platform and fly over to Riga pretty quickly, leaving you
That was my guess as well.
alone in Port Bream. We are
Not an unfamiliar city.
in the first week of May here. Which means to you, you have about like 5 months. 6 months in theory before you have to be at your monastery and lead the group of people that are working there eastwards.
Okay.
But you can also do whatever you want, including heading there now, overseeing training. You wanted to I think, if I'm not remembering falsely, you were thinking about training the people at
That
some point in the
uh,
past.
yeah, that plan is going to be amended or potentially changed because yeah, like so over the course, like I'll tell you my plans a little bit just so we can get it. Yeah, over the course of, like the weeks on the ship in regard like what I was thinking. He's gonna try to go to Barrios first. He's gonna go to Torrega first. He's gonna donate tithe money Port Brame, go to Torrega, finish paying off the monastery, the 1,500 gold he has to pay off that because I'm pretty sure that's where he contracted it. Then he'd go to Barrios to get a lay of what's going on in like the woods to see like anything's changed in like that situation. Also, he's going to try to talk to Septima and or Selena, the Commoners Council, to see if they have any ideas on like so if the situation has changed at all, and then also if they can either if he can get some try to like either if they have any ideas to pressure the military guild, get like resources from the military guild, like whether if they're not gonna help directly, they can help indirectly by sending like trainers and supplies over to the militia, and then they can so that sort of like helps the situation out. That's sort of like the general idea he has. See like if that's even possible, just before going immediately to train them, because get better equipment. He doesn't really know how to teach people, that sort of stuff.
For paying off the rest of the monastery, you have to go to the monastery.
Okay, that works then.
Like, they have the money there. It's stored with whoever you entrusted to do the work. And basically the person who's in charge of the building has the money to pay for all the services necessary. And you gave them a lot of money the last time. And there's still some money that you have to give.
Already.
Yeah. So that's there, not in barriers.
Okay. That's okay. So then it'll just switch up the plan a little bit and go to Barrios, then the monastery, and pay off the stuff because that's the only change.
That's there, not in Sarriga. Yeah, you are correct.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So let me just quickly check. But I think Barrios is totally fine. There's no weird things going on. Their election is. Oh no, that's totally fine. There is no change in the Barrios Council. Camp Widowitz, no, Port Bream had it. Am I in the wrong year? What the fuck?
Yeah, Port Bream had. I remember like before Camp Vidovich was having its elections, and then I didn't do anything about it because I was busy.
No, you were meddling in the Port Bream elections.
That is correct, yeah.
And the Camp Widowitz elections, that were the last elections, you did not meddle in.
Yes.
So the next elections will be in Lobe at the end of this year.
Okay. Oh, okay.
In case that matters to you at all.
Yeah,
and
we'll see.
After Lobe, it's back to Barriers.
Okay, okay.
So Selena will probably still be the Commoners Council in Barriers for the next 2 years.
Okay. All right. Perfect. But
Commoners Councils also always change.
Oh, okay.
They never.
They're not like a. Okay, they're not a permanent position. Okay.
They can't be re-elected.
I see. Okay, good to know.
Unlike all the others, but Commoners Council can't be re-elected.
Damn. Royalists.
Yeah, royalists. No, guildists.
Or guildist, yeah.
The royal emissary is also not elected, so they stay if they wish to, or if they're not getting canned, then they stay. Just the Commoners Council is swapped from time to time. Basically, they run for 5 years. They stay on the council for 5 years, and after that they leave.
Okay.
Commoners Councils are also they have a weird position since they are representatives of the common folk. The guilds usually try to get them after their council seat. So all the guilds will try to enroll the commoners, the leaving Commoners Council into any guild to get like the credibility of the Commoners Council attached to their guild.
I see.
So that's
You get like
that's a
good
bit of a-
publicity.
Yeah.
I see.
Mhm.
I see. Okay. It's a big game. Okay. I guess. Forward all that. Heading to the temple in Port Bream.
All right.
Seeing if anything happens on the way.
You know, in Port Bream is a peculiar person that is working there.
At the temple?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. Genuinely. Been a while.
The Pater Primus in.
I thought it was in Little Bay.
Oh, that's in the way. I'm stupid. No,
Yeah. Okay.
Port Bream was something else.
Okay. I don't think I've done it. I don't remember anything in Port Bream.
Port Bream had
At least with this character, I don't remember anything in Port Bream.
It had a weird incident with somebody making holy water a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Then nothing has changed in Port Bream.
Okay.
You head to the temple. One of the clergymen will approach you. You can declare what your wish is to donate money.
Yeah.
They ask you how much. You say a shit ton. And they say,
1,500 gold. Yeah.
Oh,
I,
please come back in the evening. Head to the office building, basically. And
yeah. I've been through this
Yeah.
rigmarole before,
Yeah.
so that's fine.
done this before. Yeah.
Easy.
All right. So
Pull out 3 bags of 50 platinum each, and put it on the table.
Mhm.
Hand it over, sign the forms. Like I'm sane state of mind. Blah blah blah.
Fortunately, you are one of the few people who don't have to sign any waivers since you are known. Yeah.
Known
And
philanthropist.
a known person in the kingdom. Especially in Port Bream.
Oh,
You
true.
are-
Yeah.
You have been a thorn in some people's sides in Port Bream, and the people know you. And clergy, generally speaking, is part of the commonest circle. So all the clergy would be represented by the commonest council. So you most likely have made speeches to these people.
Yeah, they probably, hopefully like me or don't hate me. Like I'm not putting a thorn in their side like other people.
No.
Yeah, so it all goes smoothly. Nothing goes wrong.
No, nothing goes wrong. Everything's fine. You can give
and
away
then
your money and then do whatever you want.
So it is. Is it so they said I had to wait to the evening, so I imagine it's getting dusk out. Yeah, so I think I'll just probably get I guess like during the time he was waiting for the evening, and like afterwards, if it's still a little like dusk out, he'll get a feel for like if anything's changed in the kingdom, like in this, at least in Port Bream, while he's been gone for a few months, I think.
No,
Nothing major.
nothing has changed.
Alrighty, perfect.
I
think he'll just
will point out one thing. Since you are in Port Bream is also the place where the Conquerors of Tides, which is the ship that heads to the mining platform and back, lands.
okay.
So, in theory, if you are already thinking about getting information about what's going on in these over the river settlements, the people on the ship they see Cape Ana when they come down.
Yeah, okay.
North Cap, so 2 of the settlements that have been overtaken are under regular observation.
Okay, yeah, so I guess he would, with knowing, like, coincidentally the ship is here, like, restocking, he'd probably go to the ports and chat him up a little bit, see what they know about what's going on with the 2 villages.
Coincidentally, the ship is not here,
Dang.
unless I'm mistaken. Sometimes I'm like really smart and write down things, and then sometimes I'm not. It's not in here. It's not in here. Oh. Dum-dum-dum. there's also the trading ship. Which is going, and the trading ship arrives basically now in Port Bream. So there's like a ship, two ships that travel between Port Bream and Barrios, and one of them comes back to Port Bream on Saturday night, which is the day we are at. And
so
they
they
like
pass
head down
by.
the river, so they see all the riverside towns. They don't see North Cap.
Okay, that is fine then. I will. Best can't complain. Cool. So I go for the mining ship, and I come across. I figure out I'm chatting about, and they say no, the trade ships come by though, and I go talk over to the traders, sailors.
Yeah, basically like getting like some information from the port is possible. Not the latest from North Cap and Cape Anna. Not the latest from North Cap, but from the riverside towns, you can get the information, and they will let you know that the travel route has been intercepted. Not intercepted. Has been stopped for a while, like when it happened. But since a few months, they have been going regularly again. North side seems to be unoccupied. Befuari and Cape Anna seem to be still occupied by mostly ogre clans.
So Befari and Cape Anna, ogres.
Yeah. From your knowledge of these settlements, Cape Anna and Befuari are also like the north side, the three riverside towns or settlement areas are the better places. North Cap has always been a bit of a offshoot. People who really don't want to be living near civilization. Has always been a bit of a less stellar place. Cape Anna was always a very safe place, and then Befaria and Northside, like in between. So yeah.
I see. Okay. Good information though.
The ogre clans that live in these settlements at the moment, or seem to be living in these settlements, don't seem to care about the ship.
Did they get like rough numbers, or is it just kind of like too many to count? Kind of like hard to.
It is impossible to count since they don't stay and look for it. They still travel
That's
by.
fair, yeah.
But like from their idea, it's like a few dozen.
Oh, like in each. Okay.
Which is a ogre clan size.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
2 dozen is like the size you would expect. Before there's too many ogres and they start bashing their heads in.
Yeah, and then just repopulate from there.
Yeah. Now they split up, and now you have 2 ogre clans that occasionally fight with each other, occasionally don't have to fight with each other because there's enough humans around to eat. So there's like balance in numbers.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay. Good information.
Yeah.
Right.
There's it's ogre clans. There's a few half ogres with them, and supposedly, this is unconfirmed but possible that there is a ogre magi in Cape Anna. Nobody really knows what an ogre magi does or can do.
Okay.
That's like what they came up with names.
Okay, I've never heard of that term before.
Yeah.
Just like a what, an ogre that can do magic? What the hell is that? You're too dumb for that.
Yeah, usually you wouldn't think of an ogre being able to cast spells. They're like rock intelligence, so
Yeah.
How would that work? But they have supposedly seen a flying ogre, which is a bit weird. So
Yeah, okay, that checks out. A little weird if it's true.
yeah.
All right, good information though. Cool. Thank them. contemplate, and then, you know, go rest up for the night or the evening.
Mhm.
Want to sleep, report brain.
Nice. Are you afraid of getting robbed?
A little bit actually, because normally he probably wouldn't have in the past, but ever since he got robbed in Barrios, it's just been like a thing he's been like a little bit afraid of in the city.
Are you staying in like a cheap inn or expensive inn?
It's a good question. What is like the connotation with like if does like is the association if you stay in a nice inn you're less likely to get robbed?
If you're staying in the honeypot, then there's like probably like 6 people in the kingdom that would be able to rob you.
Okay.
One of them is part of your party, so it's probably not going to rob you.
Yeah, okay. I think just because of the extenuating circumstances, he'll stay in the honeypot. Not because he necessarily wants to. It's literally just because he has so much amount of money that it's like a risk at that point. Not necessarily something he wants to do, but it's like it's like the lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
Because like if you get all this money gets stolen, it's like you can't do good with it anymore. And it's like it kind of sucks. Yeah, spent the golds.
Yep.
Feeling begrudgingly.
Okay. You don't get robbed.
It's good.
Just something to keep in mind.
I know. I was wondering if you're gonna bring it up, and I'm like, God damn, you did. But
yeah.
wakes up,
You wake up.
bathes that evening, gets himself all clean after all the salty sea travel.
Yeah. You can take a bath. You are in the honeypot, so that's always an option.
Yeah.
You don't have a fancy magic bath.
Not just regular
so
bath.
your things are probably a bit bonked especially from the root monster encounter.
That is true. Yeah.
They banged you around a bit. You also banged yourself around a bit. So, jumping off a flying horse, you know. There are better ideas.
It was a maneuver.
Yeah. So you're not looking perfect, but you're looking presentable. You can clean yourself up. Give yourself a nice shave with your... Oh, you can't because you don't have any shaving weapons.
That
You're
is
only
true.
carrying spears, right?
Yeah. Do they have like what's the word? Like a shaving kit at the honeypot for like guests?
No, but you can head to a barber shop. That's not a problem.
Yeah, I'll do that on the.
Getting
I'll
yourself
do that like the same day.
groomed up. Yeah, perfect.
And then set out that morning.
Set out that morning. Summon your light horse and
Sael.
let's go.
I think I get to Riverside today.
You travel at
Movement rate 40, and then
40.
it's times 1.5 on the road.
80,
and then be 120 miles.
Yeah.
I get to Riverside. Super
Perfect.
fast.
You zoom along and head over to Riverside. Riverside is, as the name says, a riverside town.
Yeah.
So in theory, if the weather is good, we are in May, so let's quickly check if we are in the rain season. No, we are in the dry months. Basically just has become a dry month, so the weather should be quite nice. No clouds, no rain in the sky, so you can, if you want to, and have a binoculars on you or a spyglass on you.
I do not have spyglass. That actually would have been a good thing to grab.
Yeah.
Too late.
Too late. You can ask around, and general information you get from here is that Northside seems to be unoccupied. It's just a ghost town.
Okay, that kind of makes sense. That's the one. That kind of makes sense. That's the one that we went and like kidnapped the leader.
Yeah. Was that Northside?
That was Northside. I'm pretty sure that was the one. I think it was Northside or Befari. I don't. It was one of the two. We went there and just Usmar dominated the leader and then just left. Because then we went to
it's Befari, but
I think you might be right. I don't. It was one of the two. And then we went into the woods and did the slaughter the orc village out there. orc warriors and all that sort of stuff went from there.
Yeah. Yeah, orcs are not
Might
a
have-
major problem. Not a major problem in the eastern forest at the moment.
I see.
After a certain
Individual,
individual,
unnamed individual,
Yeah.
unknown.
unknown individual has murdered everything that moves. Yeah.
That is good information. Then he'll, you know,
Mhm.
get some good rest up in Riverside at the local end. He's honestly less afraid people robbing him here
Mhm.
because it's like it's not a big city. He doesn't have to worry about it too much.
Yeah.
Probably that's his like association with it.
Yeah. The amount of skilled thieves in Riverside is approaching zero. The amount
Also-
of skilled thieves in any of the major cities is decent.
Also, I just feel like it would be like way easier. Like people would be like, "Why are you robbing from this guy who helps us out?" Is that, oh, this is one of the villages that we helped out for help with the works. Yeah, they probably like me. We killed the orcs in the forest right here.
Yeah. And the... yeah, you were around with the 40 orcs.
Yeah.
Was Oliver around for the bandits?
No, that was
Yeah,
what
that
made
was-
Julius die. That
Yeah.
was a death sentence with the bandits.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if they know me. I don't know if they associate me with the orcs being gone, but
Yeah, I
there.
mean, people, you are... between the three of you, you are probably by now the most renowned person, since you spend the most time interacting with humans, with your whole
that is true.
political thing. Ruven is just known on proxy of being an elf, and then Osmar is probably known by higher-ups more than commoner people. It's like
I
a
see.
wizard issue. It's not a man of the people.
Yeah, I'll chat up with people in Riverside, get that information, thank them, and run, go to sleep, answer any questions they have. That isn't too revealing.
Yeah, they don't ask you much.
Chill and go to sleep.
Perfect. And then the next day, head into Barrios.
Correct. Yeah. So it takes me like a quarter of the day to get to Barrios. Zoom over there.
You zoom over there. People recognize you and your light horse as you ride into the city.
Yeah, I'll get off the horse once I get like to the gate and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
wait my turn.
Yeah, there's not much waiting turns here. It's like people see you, they give you a approving wave, and you can enter.
Okay. So starts thinking.
Back to
He's
the
actually, now that he's thinking, he's not sure if he's still banned from the, what's it called, the royal. I forgot what's it called, the place where we used to meet
Royal
Septima, and
Council meeting hall.
I'm not sure if he's still banned from the Royal Council meeting hall because that was before we became well known. That was before like all the, that was before like the deities became revealed and all that sort of stuff. So he's not entirely sure about that because he was allowed access to the castle, but he's not sure if he's allowed access to the Royal Council meeting hall still.
Well, it's only one
I
way.
guess he'll find out. Yeah. He'll find out. Yeah, he'll go there and I guess he'll go and find out.
You go there. Fortunately for you, a certain council member's influence isn't high enough to keep you banned for a long time.
Okay.
So you can leave a message for Septima if you want to. After
I
anything
will
else.
leave a message for Selena as well if she's there. Basically just asking like I would like I'll do Selena first, then Septima later because I can be a Septima at her estate, so probably better than out here. So I'll leave a message for Selena like. Hey.
You know where Selena's home is.
Oh,
You've
true.
lived
That
there
is
for
true. Yep.
a
That
long
is
time.
true. I forgot about that. Yeah. So yeah, he'll actually I guess. Yeah, I'll just leave a message for Selena, leave it the normal way, and just be like, "Hey, I'll be at this place. What is it called? The Rusty Keg, I think.
Really?
Where's the place that he stays at when he comes here?
Yeah. Interesting. You can stay in whatever shitty.
Oh, it's right.
inn
Oh,
you
it's right.
want.
No. I remember. I'm gonna stay in the middle class merchants built the tavern that we helped. It was in the burnt down district.
was a-
That
yeah.
that one. Yeah, because he wants to help out. Rebuild that area still. So he'll leave a message there. That he'll be staying there.
Yeah.
That he would like
Alright.
to talk or whatever. Yeah.
you head there, and sure enough, if you spend the day there and looking around towards the end of the day, you will.
I also see if I can find if I come across Nier, because that's the only person I can maybe come across like nobody just by walking around the area.
Who?
Nier, I might be able to see if I can come across Nier as well, just because if she's walking, if I notice her walking around the area, like if I notice her aura.
Yeah. In theory, you
It's
could
probably
come
not. It's not like
across
he's not
Nier.
like betting on it, but it's like if he's got nothing else to do, you know, he'll see if he can find anybody like that around.
Let's see how bad Nier's life is at the moment. Technically speaking, the question is how bad is Kaliran's life at the moment.
Oh, that's right. They might have to fight a banshee and a death knight. Probably on the table.
They have some shit to do. You don't come across Nier here. No?
Okay, he'll stop by the temple then as well and see if there's anybody that he remembers from like being like a cleric or whatever, from any of the people he remembers there.
You know what?
And do some prayers there. Well, you can remember we had like a. Oh, sorry.
Roll me a 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, because she's not here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. A D17.
A1.
A1. Alrighty. You see a very clearly presenting I'm right. I'm not stupid. A very clearly presenting priest. A priest of Threkfalon.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know if you've met her before. You have met the other one.
Oh no, I have met her once.
Pietra,
I met this
you
one
met
before
on.
We met when like all the
Hatana.
clerics. We also met this. I met this one. I think we never interacted like in character. I just did like some instructions. I think because I remember when we met all the other clerics and stuff as well.
Alright. At some
I
point.
don't think we got her name ever. But I think I just remember. I
Her
remember
name
that
is
I met her.
Zara.
once.
With a
Zara.
Z.
Oh, that's right. Do you remember that name?
Yeah, she is in the temple at the moment.
I will go pray as well in my spot, the Mylan spot.
Yeah.
And then see if they notice. And then I'm not saying like I'll pray and then like after we're done, like it's like appropriate. I'll wait until she's done and then do some introductions.
Yeah. You
Like
can
over
say
and talk to her.
hello to her.
Like, oh,
Talk to her
yeah,
if you want to.
hello, sir. How things been since everything's. It's been a while since we met.
Well, things are back to normal, I guess. As normal as they can be.
I guess so.
People are still dying. I'm still doing my job.
I met a fellow one of I guess follow of your deity out on Hatan Island. Don't know if it's name was
Interesting.
yeah, she doesn't have any recollection of her life prior to that.
That's
Prior to going to the island. It's the rumor seems to be quite real if you go on the main boat, main ship. But she seems to be doing fine from the short interaction I had. I don't know if she's doing well, but I think she's doing as well as she can be for given the situation. But one thing that I thought that I'm trying to get in contact with our kind of it is there is a temple on the island as well that is unfinished.
Interesting. I didn't know.
And there's instructions for how to make it it's a blessed, I guess. Make it a finished temple.
What do you mean?
Well, you know how like when you go to the I guess you don't know, but there is you know how like we pray on the outer circles? there's supposed to be the symbol of the deities on there, and then they're supposed to be use specific materials and then blessed with spells. That is the assumption that I got, at least. There's a man there who was doing the research and deciphered the book, and that seems to be the case. I'm not sure it's something you're interested or your deity is interested in, but I thought it would be worth bringing up.
Standing up and looking around, she like says, that might at least explain why this place feels more reliable than other places.
Yes, I forget that not everyone has been out east and seen the temples out there, but that...
There's temples out east?
It's a... do you want to... We might be best if we talk about it, not out in the open, but I can explain.
Yes, I would very much like to know.
Sure.
Have been east?
Yeah. Yes. Quite a few times.
If you want to roleplay this conversation, you can. But
I'm basically just like gonna explain, like, there's like the symbols of the deities out like on the surrounding the temples out east, and this instructions that we got from this man, like the man who was researching, basically gave instructions for how to make like a finished temple.
Casually dropped the name of her deity.
Do I? I don't know.
I'm asking you.
I don't know. Oh, do I? I probably do because I know it. It's like because he knows like all the names of the deities, and it's something that is like he just knows. So it's like oh yeah, I know your deity. It's so he's probably saying like my he probably is like oh yeah like your deity Threkthalon needs he probably like casually drops like a bone plate pierced by an obsidian spike enchanted with these 3 spells, blah blah blah, and like
give me a charisma check.
Yeah. 23, it's okay. Not the best.
You notice that she's trying to not react too much, but you notice, and like it rings the memory of the same shit happening on Natana Island when you spoke about deities. That clearly not everybody has that much knowledge as you have, and for some reason, at least with Pietra and now with Sarah as well, giving them the name of the deity makes them react very weirdly at telling them the name of the deity.
I think like at that, noticing that he'll finish the sentence like that and be like, I apologize that I apologize if I'm not supposed to speak the name.
I just didn't know it. My deity has not revealed its name to me.
Oh, I hope that I haven't done an offense to them then.
She looks up in the sky and then says, I don't think so. I just never imagined that I would learn the name on a casual remark by someone else.
Not to downplay their names by any, or like not to downplay like the significance of their names, but it's just I've been deeply involved with them for a while, and I've even gotten a book on like the basics of what the deities and their avatars, and I've been just deeply involved in it for a while now. So it's sort of, I wouldn't necessarily call it mundane. It's just something it's been more familiarized to me. I recognize their symbols, like what each deity stands for.
Reconsider a handful of things now. I guess thank you for sharing your knowledge with me.
Yes, if you do plan on meeting up with that, if you can find another of your followers of your deity, the chosen of your deity, and you do plan on going out to Thon Island, do not take the main boat. Take a boat from the Fisherman's Guild if you wish to keep your memories.
She gives you a
Assuming.
not so convincing smile, and then a short bow and heads away.
I'll leave them to it. Leave her to it. Damn. Fucking other deities aren't as chill or as cool. Or they're just, I don't know. He's not entirely sure how to read that. 'Cause the first time he thought it was like he wasn't entirely sure. Like it might have just been like a fluke, but it's the second time with the same follower of the deity who had like a weird, like a more a different reaction than you would have thought. So it's something to think about.
Yep.
Yeah, he'll go back to the inn and wait for Selena to respond while he's thinking about sort of stuff.
Yep. As you sit around, who would show up to your doorstep if not your very favorite? Riley.
Oh, perfect. Stand up and oh, hello. It has been a while.
Has been.
How have things been? I've been fairly busy, but as you can imagine, but things have been less chaotic over here.
I mean, politics always chaotic.
It's
But
fair.
other than that, not much trouble at the moment. There hasn't been any assassination attempts or anything else. So my job
good to hear.
is well doable. What do you need? Celine has sent me to collect you and bring you to her estate. She was quite confused why you didn't come yourself, but
Oh, I guess I must have misunderstood the etiquette, but that's all right. That was my mistake on my part. I thought since I was available in the royal meeting hall again that it might be the best way to contact her, but a more appropriate way to contact her.
it was a workable way to contact her.
But
She gives you a shy smile.
Yes, I see. But I wanted to ask about how I don't know if you've heard about the situation. I assume you have heard about the situation with the people who the people who used to live out east that want to retake the villages.
Of course.
I was wondering if what the military guild position is on that currently, and if it can be changed at all. If what the possibility of that or likelihood of that is.
I think this is something you should speak to Celine with.
I agree. That is the purpose of my visit.
Selena, right? Yeah, Selena.
Yeah, Selena. Yeah, Selena and Riley.
Yeah. You head over to Selena's council house.
Yeah,
You don't know
or
if
state or whatever.
It's probably not her own house because
Oh yeah.
you know
It's like the estate of the person who holds that position.
the only two
Like the White
rich
House.
commoner people that you met so far probably both vampires. So
That's true. Yeah, I didn't know this. Well, one's a vampire, one's a dragon.
oh yeah, true. Septima is technically
Septima.
a commoner, although she's part of the court, so she's part of the royal system. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Go over to Selena's place.
Yeah. You go to Selena's place, and she greets you, sits down with you on her work chair desk combination that she has, and you can speak with her. She asks, "How are you doing? It's nice to see you again. It's been a while."
Yes, it has been a while. Quite busy. Lots of varying things. Lots of things going on at least. But what I am focused on at the moment is, I believe you have heard about the refugees from out east that wish to retake their homes.
Of course, some of them have come to speak to me.
I was wondering, if the military guild position has changed on that, and if not, what are ways in which we can have them change or have them help people in indirect ways if possible.
Well, to my understanding, the military guild's position has not changed in a direct way. They have changed in an indirect way. That's like the appropriate way to say it. They have allowed. They are allowing people to volunteer. That's the I'm missing the word. That's the thing that they have been willing to give up. They are not restricting any personnel of the military guild to help out in any efforts, but they are not sending people, which is a first step. There is always people who are willing to help. Probably not
there any way
many of
to-
the higher ups.
Is there any way to? Not sure the appropriate way to say it is to put pressure on them to increase support in the short term. I am trying to garner as much support as possible, or see what support I can garner, because I am going to retake the villages by November if nothing else happens.
As you know, Oliver, part of my work and part of what I'm standing for is exactly that. And as much as I would wish there would be an easy way, but after basically 1.5 years of campaigning on this, that's all I've gotten.
I see.
And at least I have gotten this, but I am not particularly hopeful that the stance will change meaningfully in the next few months.
Is there anything that I can do to change that? Is there anybody I can talk to try to convince them?
I mean, there's some people whose heads you could bash against the wall and hope that some common sense falls into their brains. But other than this, I'm not hopeful.
I see. On this volunteer front, is there any faction of the military guild that is sympathetic to that? Maybe we could try to see how big that support is, or increase it.
I don't have ins to the military guild, as you might expect.
Yeah.
But I assume if you shout it from the roofs, people will come to see. That's at least what I would try.
I see.
From my understanding, there's people from the battalions that have been stationed in Lensington and Merrick, the most sympathetic to the cause, since they had to deal with the issue for a while, and they would very much like not to have to do that again. Other than this, but then again, how would you know who was stationed there during these times? It's been a while already. They are not there
Been a while.
anymore.
Yes, I see. Well, I appreciate this insight at the very least. Is there anything else you need of me in the meantime that I can help with? I'm going to be focused on that in the interim, but if there's something I can do along the way, wouldn't mind helping. As long as it fits within my purview.
At the moment, I don't think that there's much you can do.
Well,
Elections in Lobay are still a ways off. If you were to manage to retake the eastern settlements, considering you are technically speaking still part of the communist jurisdiction, that might leave a mark.
I see.
A convincing military victory without the help of the military guild might also leave a mark.
I see.
Sending the people into a meat grinder. That's probably not going to be helpful.
No, I was trying to avoid that as much as possible. Let's see. Well, I appreciate all the insight you've given to me on this matter. It's been helpful. And not to be, I guess, changing topics a little bit, but Riley, how well is that weapon of yours? Like, well made?
Smart question.
Uh,
You would know that she has a +1 sword and a normal sword. She has 2 swords.
I thought she had a spear because she was the one who trained me.
What?
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
whole thing, wasn't it?
But why?
Yeah, okay, I was basically just gonna give her a +2 spear for the. That was like if she didn't have a +2 weapon, I was just gonna give it to her.
Why did I give you Riley on that?
I don't remember. Cause I talked to Septima, and then it was like kill 2 birds with 1 stone to get trained and also help out with stuff.
Okay, then I know that that's what happened, but
Oh,
I completely forgot it. And on my end, Riley is a dual wield spec fighter, so that she no longer is a dual wield spec fighter. She's a spearmaster. That is true. I should have
already.
known that. Yeah.
No worries. I will give her. I'll present a +2 spear and ask her if this weapon is better for her. Like, if it's better than her current one.
Yeah, she has a +1 spear.
Alright. I will recount them with a tale of how we found it in a building out east and how it was, blah blah blah.
In the weirdest place possible. That's where you found it. Like
Literally just in like
standing there.
in like the bottom of a cellar in a random building with like the corroded with like
It wasn't
I'm not
a
gonna
building, okay? It was a lighthouse, but still.
that is true, it was a lighthouse, but it was still like it was like a 1-story. It was still like a weird place to have a +2 spear.
Yeah.
Yeah, well. Hey, yeah, blah blah blah. Recount the listen tales and give it to her and be like, I hope that this weapon served you well in protecting the Commoners Council. I don't know if you will continue holding this position after Selena leaves, but I hope that it serves you well in the however long you use it for.
Is there some information that you would have been interested in having if the bodyguard to the Commoners Council stays or leaves? You've been traveling with them for a while, so in theory you could.
I probably would have got the information. I mean, I'll still give it to her no matter what, because But sure, I wouldn't mind the info.
Yeah, she is a hired guard in theory, so she will step down from her position when the Communist Council changes, and if the new council also takes her as guard, then she will resume her duty.
Okay, so it's like okay, I see. Okay, I'll still give it to her.
Yeah.
Might as well. She's helped me out. Might as well. And I'm not gonna use this +2 spear ever again, probably.
Yeah.
Give it to her.
That's one of the benefits of having a holy artifact weapon. Probably going to break so easily.
It's not gonna break. And also, there's not very much reason for me to switch off to another weapon.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a big. If it gets lost or broken, it's a much bigger deal than I need another weapon. It's like, what the fuck happened? Yeah. I will thank them for the information. Well. Fuck. Oh, okay. Before we leave, actually, I guess there's something Oliver probably would know. Actually, is like, are there any like events I guess I'm probably ask around the city. Are there any like events in the city coming up in the near future where it's like he could maybe try to garner support? Like he could do like a speech or something.
The next big day coming up is the thing that should be in here that isn't in here. Oh, it's here. Midsummer is the next holiday.
That's like a few months away, then, probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Something you can think of, but probably not gonna bank on. Okay. All right then. It's like evening. We'll go over to Septima's place then. See you. I think it's usually the appropriate time he goes over there.
Yeah.
I will look up the code word if you want me to, but I have it written down.
I know you're approaching alone. You're approaching openly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
bringing some exotic fish for the aquarium. There we go.
Yeah, you're not trying to sneak in, so in theory you could
will.
just say hi, I'm Oliver.
I will
What's
say
up?
that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
will say hi, I'm Oliver. I'd like to meet the
Yeah. Uh,
Septimon.
yeah. She is up for meeting you, so you can head inside.
I will head inside, go to the waiting room or whatever, I assume. Plop down.
They immediately bring you to the inside, probably
Okay, like the
heavily
super secure
magically
room.
watered room. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Plop down.
Mm-hmm.
Wait for her.
Yeah. Can you give me 20?
Oh, what, sorry?
A D20.
Yes, a 19.
Yeah. You plop down and you notice that she is not alone. There is a wizard in the room.
Bit of Spila.
Yeah. Spieler sitting in there as well.
Oh, hello, you two.
Well, hello.
How's your travels out east been, Spila? Your
In
research?
Very broken common.
Oh, I forgot about that.
She replies and says, East interesting, ants interesting. Been looking at ants. She gives you a smile.
Smile back. I like look around like, I forgot about that. I'm used to the magic stuff that's going on.
Well, Spieler and I don't need magic to talk with each other, so she does not be tongues up when she's in here with me. Is there something you need from her? Then I pretty certain
No, I was just
we could
going to
arrange.
inform. No, I was just going to inform her about what Usmar found about how the magic works out on Hatan Island, if she was interested in it.
I assume she is interested in that.
Yeah, so I'll just like give like the broken idea what I have. It's like sometimes the magic works if it's like a higher circle. Like, lower circles are more likely to work. Higher circles seem less likely to work. And like I'll explain how like weird. It's like sometimes it's like weird shit happens. Like it's kind of random. It's like the Phantom Seed. One of them was function at like a lower proficiency and one functioned at a higher proficiency. Sometimes it just explodes. All that sort of stuff.
Spieler
It seemed to have like
Septima
yeah.
translates a bit after you speak like for 5 sentences, and like Septima gives like a quick translation to Spieler. Spieler like picks up a spell component and starts casting a spell. Are you afraid? Do you interrupt her?
no, I'm fine. I assume it's just a tongue spell or something.
Yeah. So she quickly casts a spell. Oh wait, let me check if she even has. Does she have tongues?
I feel like she's cast tongues before,
Yeah.
or like to comprehend languages, or one of the two.
Well, she was going with comprehend languages. Because, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, she has tongues. No, it's fine. She casts tongues. And then you can speak with her and give her a description of what's been going on. She nods along, seemingly kind of understanding what you're saying, despite your like very rough description of what's happening.
Yeah, it's like mostly like a bit of Usmar complaining and like with not really clarifying why he's like it's not working. And also just like secondhand knowledge, just seeing how shit normally works and how it doesn't work this time and all sort of stuff.
Yeah. And then she says, seems slightly familiar.
Clear?
Yeah, must be some magical surges going on that island. If you're close to the edge of the world, then sometimes you run into similar problems.
I think I remember we were having some of those problems, but not to that extent. It seemed to
back to Hatana Island anytime soon?
probably not for a while, but like a while being like a few months, but probably head back at some point. We found we mentioned, I think Usmar mentioned you before, but the Khazarian Order, we found Usmar found like a spell thing that, we long story short, went through a portal on the astral plane, found a spell written on the walls and some magic language thing that gave a spell with weird ingredients to cast in order to learn and cast the spell that would allow you to traverse the astral plane to the different locations that we found in this like central hub.
Very interesting. I think I might have to speak with Osma about that. Is he around as well?
Yes. He went. I'll say wherever Smart told me he was gonna go, but I don't know. I don't add a character. I don't really know. I was like, I think he's gonna do some research into it. I'm not entirely sure where.
Then I guess I will
But
have
also,
to.
we came across these like weird. When we went into the astral plane, I don't know. These like creatures attacked us, like humanoid creatures with like silverish blades, and and they moved extraordinarily fast in there. Never seen anything like them before, but
Yeah,
they.
I'm not particularly familiar with the astral plane.
Yeah, it was more just mentioned that if you were interested in going, then be careful. Also, big note just for you since you're a wizard. There are these like horse creatures that when they licked you or licked anything that was magical, made it non-magical. Like if you had
Very
a
interesting.
I I Usmart, like from my understanding at least, is that if it's a permanent thing, it makes it it makes it unactive while their tongues are attached to you. If it's like a temporary thing, like a spell that has a duration or something, like a spell, like a stone skin, for example, it would dispel the stone skin and it would come back after, even after they went on you. But if it's like a, but in this build, in this place, they had like these walls. I don't know if they were illusioned or permanent or whatever. But if their tongues touched it, it would the wall would just like show its true self. We could walk through it. But then when their tongues left it, it would go back to being I think an illusionary wall or something. I'm not entirely sure. That's like just an example. I think if it's a permanent thing, it just temporarily disables it. If it's a temporary thing, it will permanently dispel it. And they like to eat magic, I think, because we fed them continual light stones, and they seem to enjoy eating them. They need to find pleasure in it.
Funny creatures. They
Yes,
didn't have
quite
wings.
friendly though. Uh, they did not have. No, they seem to be like more like horse-like, like with like hooves and that sort of stuff.
So
Not hooves, actually. I don't know. I'll describe them because we were around them.
but
We were around them longer than I was. I had a character who was around them for, so I'll
no,
describe them appropriately. We were around them for like days, though. I'll give them like there was two of them. They were like quite big, quite friendly. If you didn't feel like after a while, blah blah blah. Describe them to
interesting creatures.
Septimans below.
Interesting creatures. I might be
Yeah.
interested in looking at them at some point in time, but I guess I will. I will try to get in touch with Osma and see if I can help him with his issues, and maybe get some information
Yes.
for myself. And
He's gonna have to do some insightful, some, I guess, some thinking because one of the ingredients was what was it? Some basically take all those other ingredients and grind them up in the ashes of what you most prize, your most prized possession, something along those lines. There's also some of the other ones that were weird. It was like the something of a
she looks at you
laughing
and
fiend or something.
gives you a slight chuckle at the words you have just spoken.
Yeah, like blood of a boisterous fiend, ash from the remains of an ancient being, ink of a mighty squid, ash from the remains of an ancient being burned in the ash in the fire of your most prized possession, and then add them together under his light, stir it up until the sweat from your labor quickens the mixture. Yeah, no, yeah, something like astral charge, I think as well.
She laughs along a bit at your recitation. And says, "Wizards' riddles, always fun." Have you
Yeah.
found out what you need to get? I mean, it sounds suspiciously like uh, the ingredients to make a magic scroll.
Oh no, we found a map out there that I presume that there was four ingredients plus your most prized possession, and there was a map marked on Hatan Island with four marks on it. So I assume that each mark has one of the ingredients in the same place as that we found the scroll ingredient, I'm guessing, or scroll formula.
That very much does not sound like a wizard's riddle.
I don't, but I'm not entirely sure. It could be something else. The mark could be something else entirely, but I just it just seemed like a bit of a coincidence to have four ingredients and then a map with four marks on it in the same place.
If you already knew where the things are, why wouldn't you write them down and name what you're looking for at these places? That makes no sense to me.
I have no idea. The whole place seemed a little strange. Like there was a they gave you the key to find what's it called, to get through like the. So basically, when we walked through the astral plane, there was like this room, and there was a riddle on the in the middle of on like a dais, and the answer to the riddle was a dagger that you found in the same in like the treasury of the building that you just put inside of it, and it opens like a I don't know, like a barrier or something that we couldn't get through before, and then it opened a barrier afterwards, and the barrier went away after the dagger in. But also, it sort of seemed that because when he walked up to the portal, there was a magic thing that spoke to us in a language that Usmar understood. He sort of translated as like, if you're like find enlightenment elsewhere, come through, blah blah blah, if you're ready, and then if not, find enlightenment. And then when we went through, they sort of had another thing that sort of implied that the answer was just going through anyway. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. It was strange riddles that didn't entirely make sense, and we disagreed on what they meant.
Yeah, as I said,
But-
wizards riddle, they don't need to make sense to you. They need to make
Yes, you're
sense to
right.
wizards.
Makes sense to me. But yeah, that's sort of the general gist of it. We wrote down some of the names on the places we're going to. Actually, I did not write down those names. Fuck it. Did I write them down? I'm trying to think. I did write them down. Yeah, so I'll give them the. I'll like tell her the inscriptions that Smart translated, which is like Tel Hansi, Dream Rift, Resting Place of Kel, Auk, Ziri, Convergence Tear. Like I'll give them like all the names basically because I have them written down. I actually did write them down.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give her the names if they mean anything to her.
Do you just read down the names, or are you?
I will like.
Do you try to see if they react to the names?
I'll do both. I'll like say the name, like see if they see they react to it. Say like not necessarily like in like a pausing, like in a pause, like I'm leaning in to see if they're reacting, but sort of like say the name, wait, see if they have anything to say, and then go from there.
Mm-hmm. Give me a charisma check.
Oh fuck. 36.
Yeah. Some names, Septima very clearly reacts to, not Septima, Spieler reacts to the names because some of the names sound very familiar to the names of ancient wizards. The surprising thing to you is that Septima reacts to one thing. She reacts to convergence tear, but she doesn't say anything.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know if any of those things mean anything to you either of you.
Spieler just speaks and says, obviously some sound like the names of great wizards that have created some of the common spells that are used in this world.
Yeah, I recognize Liaman just because we use this. Usmar uses this hut spell all the time, so I didn't recognize the other ones.
I don't know if that means that Lehman just is a part of the Cassiran Order, or was a part of the Cassiran Order. He's to my understanding, an ancient wizard.
From what I understand, that once you go there, you can live forever. The information that we got. Maybe he was a wizard on this plane one point, and then went to the other plane, the astral plane, when he got tired of living here.
Maybe. Could be a possibility.
But
what did you say? Al Kassiri and Kassiran Order? Also seems
that was the name of the order, and then one of the places. The name of the order was the Khazarian Order, I believe, yeah. And El Khazari, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. Resting place of Kel Al Khazari. I didn't pick up on that. That might be the start of the order, the creator of the order.
Maybe.
The founder.
I don't know. Just.
The names are quite similar now that you mention it.
Yeah. Oh well. But unless
you want to hear about
to chat
You know,
about wizard things?
yes, no. If you're free to stay if you want, Spila, but I'm just gonna be talking about modern kingdom politics. If you care to listen, feel
She
free to.
leans back and prepares to listen.
Well, I'll look over to Septima and be like, uh, I assume I assume you know about the. I'll go with this. I don't like the same spiel again of the refugee sort of stuff and be like, do you have any idea in a way that I could pressure the military guild into helping more? Or do you know anybody that would be likely to help?
It depends. Are you willing to murder someone?
I blink. What? He just sort of looks like befuddled a little bit. He's like, what do you mean?
Few. I mean, it doesn't strictly have to die, but if you want the military guild to do something, you could always try to strong arm the military guild into doing things. Threaten the right people. They might allow you to do things.
He just like looks like fuck it, this is fucking Septima doing dumb Septima shit suggestions.
She smiles.
Are there any less violent solutions or more diplomatic solutions?
As you know, the guilds are all very strong-headed, silly people. The military guilds, I don't know. To me, the name is just not the right name for them. They're more like a sword rattler guild. But, well, I don't know if you can get them to do anything interesting. They do the bare minimum and get away with it. Because this kingdom, for known or unknown reasons, is surprisingly safe.
Surprisingly safe, and yet there's orcs are allowed to overrun the villages as long as people don't care about, since they're just smaller villages. And they don't do shit
as I
about
said, all few hundred years something weird happens and then they have their moment to shine and manage to do so, mostly.
Their moment to shine was a while ago, and they still haven't done anything about it. Even after the orcs were dealt with, we clear out one orc village as well, and they still don't have it. They still don't go through and do the cleanup. They can't even clean them up. The remaining ogres that are there.
There's no people living there, so there's nothing to protect, and I think that's their reasoning.
And yet there's people that are willing to go over there and die for it, and they still have no desire to go and do it. Just let them walk over there and die.
Not to speak ill of people currently here, but there's also people who are stupid enough to head out east and die.
Different reasons to go out to the different places. One is trying to reclaim your home. The other is going out for specific reasons, whether it be greed or divine providence or knowledge. The reasons for going out, the two places are different.
Well, yeah, as I said, getting the military guild to do anything is a arduous process.
Yes. I see. So that's where your bashing skulls advice came from. How does the military guild even function? Is it just like whoever's the strongest leads, whoever's the most, the best spy master, because they politicize their way to the top lead?
No, they
Mix of the both.
military guild mostly seem to be working in terms of promotions.
Okay. So just do your
guild
job well enough and you
leaders,
get promoted.
Yeah, the guild leaders seem to be capable fighters of their own.
I see. Okay.
They are not pure politicians, but still, a good general picks the battles he needs to fight, and not the battles that are just going to lead to loss of their soldiers.
I see. Okay. I see. Well, thank you for that help at least. From what I've gathered, the few villages that are still being occupied by things are mostly occupied by ogres.
Yeah. Ever since the orcs mysteriously disappeared, it's been mostly ogres. There's a few orcs still hanging around, but they seem to be just there to serve their bigger and sillier overlords. Although there are a surprisingly large number of half ogres. They are smart, cunning creatures.
I don't know if they're smarter cunning for an ogre or smarter cunning for a human. Or
Smart and cunning for a creature. That's something different.
More meaning not the. Never mind. It's. Anyway, are they cunning for an ogre or cunning for a? I don't know. How cunning are they?
In between.
Something to be worried about. It's something to be worried
Some
about.
are cunning for an ogre and some are cunning for a human. Yes. They are something to be worried about.
I see.
Ogres have one mode in which they act.
Quite familiar with that.
Take thing, hit thing. And half ogres are smarter. They know how to lay ambushes, they know how to create traps, they know how to surround people.
I see.
They know when to retreat, they know when to advance. They are, as I said, cunning creatures.
Good to know.
Not as strong, but what they lack in strength, they make up in smarts.
Like lean back in his chair, like head rolled back a little bit, and be like, "Do you know anyone in town or anyone around here that might be amicable to helping?" It isn't. How do I phrase this? It's going to die if an ogre hits them.
You know, if an ogre hits you, there's a surprisingly high chance to die. At least for most people.
Yes.
I guess you can always try. From what I heard, the Communist Council has reached an agreement that the military guild is not blocking any of their people to help out if something were to happen.
I guess I can maybe try and recruit there if there's any capable people there. But
zero chance. What about the other followers of Myelin? Aren't they? Isn't it up there?
Maybe. I just don't know how. I can try and talk with them, but I don't know how capable they are in a fight. I'd rather not lead to their deaths if possible, but.
Why they don't have to be standing in the front rows and get smacked by ogres?
No, but if it's just the three of us, then there's not much of a front row to stand for.
That is.
I guess we get them. If we get more people, then it could be worthwhile. Okay. Well, sending in just regular old people into the ogre fight, orcs, even that is risky. But at least with orcs, there's a chance. With ogres, they're probably dead in one hit.
Yeah.
But you got me something to think about at least. So I appreciate your help and acceptable.
You're welcome.
Anything else going on around here, or nothing else?
Everybody's still waiting for Moby to have a heart attack, which hasn't happened yet.
Oh, one more thing. Has the Ides done anything else recently?
The eye?
Yes. Have they shown their hand at all recently when after they tried to assassinate me?
Not to
I don't know
my
if they-
knowledge.
Okay. Any more info on them or nothing?
Not really. That is a...
Okay.
Well, if they weren't that good at keeping themselves hidden, then they would no longer exist.
That's very true. Okay.
As far as I know, using you as bait would be the best way to getting them out of hiding.
I
I'm not
guess just play to their
looking
emotions and make them angry and then
Yeah.
make them mess up.
Well,
Oh well, it's something to worry about in the future.
indeed it is.
Also Septima. Fuck, send your brother a letter for God's sake. I don't care. I don't. If you deny your brother, just do something.
Haven't I sent him a letter like 2 years
A
ago?
few years ago.
Yeah.
Do it on like a bi-monthly basis or something. 3 or 4 times a year, something like that. More.
Human time.
Feels like he-
flies.
Yes. I thought you would. Yes.
Usually I'm.
Anyway, he seems to be requesting resources that never arrive. I don't know if that's something that you would care about, or if that's just something with the boats in general.
I'll have to look into that.
When was last? I don't know if you contacted him for a while, but there's an unfinished temple out there as well on the city, on the village that he's there. Okay, just want to make sure you're aware of that.
Yeah, of course I am.
Okay. Aside from that, nothing really new. There's actually, it doesn't really matter. Reuven's escorting the unicorns to the Elven Woods, I guess. That's the only other thing.
Huh, that is funny.
About it.
What's he doing with a unicorn?
There was a unicorn that had no home, no family, seemed to be incredibly lonely and wanted to leave.
Oh, sad story.
Seemed to have been there for, I don't know, it said it's been there for, has known nobody. I've seen no other unicorn or creature that it cares about for however many years.
Unicorns live long lives.
Yeah. And it seemed to have no recollection of ever meeting another one of its kind. At least from what Usmar said, it's never spoken its own language before. Or remembers speaking it at least.
Peculiar place,
What?
this island. And there's a reason why I don't like to go there.
Yeah.
Good. It was a pleasure speaking with you. So, anything
Yes,
else?
yes. Not at the moment. I'll be sure to get in contact, as you know I do if I do need anything. Is there anything you need from me?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
If you
Spila, anything?
find out where to find the eye, let me know. But other than this,
I'll let you know then. I do. Anything
Great.
you need? Anything from me, Spila?
I will reach out and get in contact with Osmar. Thank you for giving me the information.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't
Alright.
done magic research in a while. Should be interesting.
Well, do some. Hopefully, know what your most prized possession is then.
Some riddles are very simple and some aren't.
Well, I guess. Hopefully, you two have fun. Enjoy your time together. I shall
Thank
leave.
you. Bye bye.
Bye.
You can head out.
Again,
Return.
Spila wanted to hear about fucking politics. I couldn't ask Septima about the shit. Oh well, it's fine. It happens. Yeah, I'll head out. Trying to think. I guess it's like he'll just sleep for tonight, but he'll sleep the rest of the evening. But I think he's gonna go he's gonna go to the military guild the next day, and see if he can. What the likelihood of interacting with people that might want to help is. Or if he can, yeah. Go from there. And also look for two other followers of Myelin, which I have their names written down, but I do not remember. Too much. I think that's gonna be it. Yes, he's gonna sleep tonight. Flat out.
Alrighty. You go to sleep?
Yeah, go to sleep and yeah, little merchant, the little middle class tavern.
Yep. Totally fine.
Totally fine.
It's still not too crowded.
Oh, but it's getting more people because before there was like nobody here.
Yeah, I mean, you were there, the last time you were there was like directly after the fire.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like right on the outside of the fire ring, so not really a place people wanted to be at this point in time. But the reconstruction of barriers has been mostly successful, so there's not much too visible things left. Apart from the still mostly dead plants. But there's not really much that you care about, so.
Roots, plants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we wake up next morning. You have ideas. You have plans.
Yeah. So first thing he will do is fuck. Actually, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like what's a good way to get in contact with Chris and Nell. I found their names. I'm trying to think. It's probably literally just like I guess probably go to the temple. That's probably the best place to go and to see if when they've last been seen.
Well, the best way is probably to spread messages to all the temples in the kingdom.
That is true, yeah.
That you are looking for them and that you can be contacted and or reached at ABC place.
That is true, yeah. So that is the best place to do it. So would that be best done through the temple, or would that be like a third-party service, like temple people itself?
Through the mail.
So I'll do it through the mail then. I will send those contacts. I assume that costs some money.
Yeah.
How much would that cost?
Like 2 silver per letter if you don't need it like immediately.
Yeah, I don't need it immediately. So what is it? 1 to Terrega, 1 to Low Bay. Okay, that's just all my silver. Perfect. 0 silver. Spend 8 silver on it.
Yeah.
Main cities. Okay.
They will arrive
Then
there
after
at
that
some point.
Yeah, I got enough time. Then I will go to the
Do you know
military
how to
guild.
write?
Yeah, I'm literate.
You're literate.
I have reading and writing proficiency.
Amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I was making sure I couldn't find it. I was like, okay, I do have it. Reading and writing common. I made sure because, yeah. Ready. We'll send the letters out.
Yep. Great.
And then I will head over begrudgingly to the military guild.
You head over to the barracks district of town. You've been there, people.
Yeah, I go to the. I used to go to the Rusty Keg or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Hang out there, chat with all the people, the military guild people in the bar all the time, for like weeks at a time.
You have you arm wrestled some of them? Probably.
I don't remember. Maybe remember? It's been a while, so I don't remember if that was. I think it might have been Ruben who did that. Might have been Ruben. I remember it happened. I don't remember who did it.
I'm certain that Osma at some point arm wrestled someone, but I think that was like session 1 or something. It's like really early.
All I know for a fact is that you would just like chat with the people at the bar in that area a lot, because we just like hand waved it a lot, like that sort of stuff. Yeah, he'll go over to that district. Not completely unfamiliar to him.
I'm just looking for some reason. I don't know what I write down and what I don't write down.
I know that feeling.
Because makes no sense. What happened? You head to the military district. Do you go to the military guild's headquarter building, or do you go to where do you go?
Okay, this is more like a what I know question, I guess. So is there like different barracks, and then there's like the actual guild headquarters?
The barriers is the guild home of the military security. guild.
Okay.
So the military guild headquarter is in Barrios. So the
Okay.
highest people,
I see. Okay.
the
Like
highest
the
people.
highest tiered people in like
Yeah.
the organization are here.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll go there then first.
Mm-hmm.
The actual headquarters itself.
Yeah. You can go there. You head
People
inside,
welcome.
and you are I mean, you get greeted, and they ask you what you want. You clearly get the idea that people recognize who you are,
Mm-hmm.
and also you would guess that your request to speak with someone. You are a very charismatic person, so they are polite, but they are not interested in helping you. That's what you get.
I think he'll like interrupt the roleplay. He'll like ask some like more follow up questions. Like, oh, why not? Is there any way I can?
No, you
Get in.
ask him. I want to speak with ABC about
Yeah.
this.
Oh, they
this
just say
issue. And
no.
they say,
Oh,
yes,
they
yes,
say
of
no.
course, no problem. I will.
Oh, I see.
Take your message, and we'll let you know if ABC is available to speak with you.
Okay, I got you. All right. I get the feeling they're just not going to do anything that I asked them, pretty much. Okay, I'll thank them and be like, oh, I'll contact me at this place, blah blah blah. No, they're not going to do anything, and then I'll head out.
You have,
Now,
like, you get that distinct feeling that the piece of paper that she wrote your message on is going into the shredder when you leave the door.
yeah. Now, knowing that, he'll think, and then come to the conclusion that if the higher ups or the people that are in control aren't going to do anything about it, the best way to get in contact with people that know shit is probably through the bottom up approach. So he's going to go the good old rusty keg, or I think that's what it's called, with the military boys are at. I guess we'll go into the tavern first of all. See who's around, if people are off duty or not.
There's always people off duty. There's always people
That's true,
drinking in here. That is a military bar, so
Yeah.
people are already drunk when you come in, and then there's people who will be getting drunk, and then there's people who are sleeping under the tables as well. So
Yeah, I'll like I'll do the thing, like courteous thing. You go chat out with people. I don't even remember. You can't even get drunk as a paladin, right? Because poison technically, no, it's not poison.
you can get drunk.
It's poison, not a disease. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, fine.
It's more like you have high con, right?
I have 17 con.
Yeah. So
Probably.
not
I'm
getting
not trying to get drunk, but I'm doing like the social drinking thing, just to get people. And like he'll sit down next to he'll ingratiate himself in like a group and talk about it, and then like at some point he'll be like, yeah, I was trying to get in contact with someone like XYZ person, but I didn't know, it seemed like the clerk was like didn't seem to want to let me do it at all.
Yeah.
Didn't seem too amicable to do.
Stacy's a bit of stuck up. Somebody laughs like from behind you.
Yeah, I was wondering if any of you guys knew someone like get in contact with them.
What are you looking for?
I'll just say this person. I assume I got a name from someone who's like amicable to the.
You
the
don't
thing. Did I or did I not?
know the names of the high ups
I
in the
don't.
military.
Okay,
guild.
I'll just be like, oh, I'm trying to. I don't. That's true. Yeah. I don't know. I was just trying to talk to somebody higher up. Just to, it doesn't have to necessarily be someone like super high up, but just trying to see what's going on. Get in contact with extend the hand, all that sort of stuff.
You're looking to join? What?
Well, not necessarily join, just have a conversation.
One of the military guild wizards who's sitting on the table says, military guild's not really known for talking much. If you want a conversation, you're probably better off speaking with, I don't know, anyone else.
I'll like chuckle at it a little bit and be like, well, know anyone I can spar with then? That's pretty good then. How about that then?
You can spar with me. One of the people on your table gets up and goes into a boxing stance.
I'll do a sigh and be like, oh sure, I'll do
laugh.
it. I'll get up and do like the jockeying thing, but I see we're not gonna fight.
Oh no,
yeah.
yeah, he wants
Oh,
to
he will.
fight.
Oh, he will. Oh, yeah. All right, fine.
Yeah.
He'll do it. I'm not gonna. Fuck it. Yeah, he'll do it, but he was not gonna try to harm him, like permanently hurt him or anything.
All right,
He's
going into boxing stance. You have
I'll begrudgingly go into boxing
You
stance.
have your plate armor on, so
I'll be like, I'll be like, well,
they say, take the armor off, take the armor off.
Yeah, I'll take it off, yeah, and like put it to the side.
Oh, that's like a ring forming around you. This, seems to be a common thing. There's nothing much going on. People just going to smack around a bit. It's a cool story to tell, and you can take like your plate chest off, and
take the gauntlets off.
Take the gauntlets off. You're wearing what? You're wearing gloves, right?
Probably, yeah. I think
gloves?
So. I imagine it comes with the plate, like the gauntlets, because otherwise it would
No,
like
you
fuck
have
with your
magic
hand.
gloves.
No magic gloves. No magic gloves.
No
magic gloves on me. No, I've got
Why do you
the troll belts, the ring of. I got 2 rings, a cloak of displacement, which is probably not on at this point because I don't wear it in the city because that feels weird when you're having a cloak of displacement in the city with just people walking by you. But yeah, and then like the other shit that doesn't matter in this case, like the scare, buff protection, and the parapet of poison resistance. But no gloves. And the magic weapons. I think
Why are you
someone
not
else has the
wearing
gloves.
the gloves of war?
Because of the what's it called? Like the magic item cap thing, and it feels kind of I don't know. I think it's the reason why, but we've been playing a little finicky with it, so maybe I'll take in the future.
Oh, okay. I assume you have the gloves of war on.
Oh, I do not. Yeah, I probably should have it at this point, but I just have it on me in case, not even if I don't use it all the time.
Okay. All right.
That's true, but don't worry about it. It's fine.
Right. Yeah, and you go into boxing stance. That guy in front of you, he seems to be like a tanky dude.
Alrighty.
Somebody who is like used to fighting around a bit. He's probably
Okay.
like
he's not sober, and B, he's probably still a first level fighter. But let's go.
Alrighty. How does brawling work again? Are we doing the actual brawling rules, or are we doing like just roll attacks?
You will. Like what
I
do you
assume
want
I'll
to do?
be
Like
in
he's going into boxing.
I just want to just like
he's like shadow boxing in front of you. He's getting.
Yeah,
ready to sock you,
I will do the boxing, but I'm not gonna try to harm him, harm him anyway. Like not permanently harm. Like I'll just like try to make him submit basically. Be like, all right, you win, sort of.
Yeah. You have
like I'll do it. I have a
plus
lot of
6
strength.
on your damage.
Plus 6 from
right?
strength. Yeah. So, and I am gonna have like plus like 13 to hit. No, not 12 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can roll it if you want to see how much I
really
destroy him.
Does he hit you? So.
Yeah,
give me a
I have
for, like who gets
true.
to attack first? Who gets the first attack?
Yeah,
through?
I got a 4.
He also rolls a 4, so this is a rookie moment here. You swing both at the same time. He rolls a 5 to hit you.
I roll a 14.
And 14. I mean, you
14
hit.
still hits. Yeah. So what is that? 1d2 plus
1d2
6?
plus strength.
8.
8 damage.
I think it's like temporary or something, and then
yeah.
it's like half temporary, half real, half temporary. I think.
Yeah. You like.
And if he's actually if he goes like unconscious or something, I'll heal him.
You both swing. Like he swings and like bangs against the like scratches over your shoulder, and you like give him a super quick hard blow against the head, and he falls to the ground, knocked out.
Okay, I'll lay on hands on him just
Bit
to
of
make sure he's
blood running
alright.
down the side of his head.
Yeah, I'll lay on hands on him.
A loud
just to
cheer
make
comes from the crowd. As you
Yeah,
reach down to lay on hands, like people are getting ready to parade you around the room. So
Yeah, I shove them off me just like I was like, give me a moment and I'll heal him.
yeah, you quickly heal him. So that should like half permanent, half temporary. So
Yeah, it should be fine.
Brings him back to full HP. Like the slight crack in the skin on the side of his head, like recedes back. He like, wakes up, shakes his head, and they're just like, what? Like clearly surprised that he's on the ground. And the rest of the group, now that like you're done,
Yeah, I'll help him up,
hoist you on the shoulder, and you're getting like paraded around the room. trying to not hit your head against the ceiling because the ceiling is not that high up. And you have found people, like you're getting some free drinks here. The guy that you knocked out like comes over afterwards. Oh, a good strike.